Hey guys, it's Ellen here and it's Floral Friday. So we're doing a simple loose floral. I show you how I draw the holly, but then I just go ahead and wing the flowers like I always do. And I show you how I paint them with the brush and the brush strokes so you can get the feel of how I do this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon. I have exclusive tutorials and traceables there each week. And I have traceables that go with some of my YouTube tutorials. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to go with my supplies. I just have a piece of 9x12. This is the Arches pad, the green one, cold pressed paper. I always have my supplies in the description box so you can look at it. Paints, I'll go over them as I use them. I'll be using several different brushes and I talk about it, and I always leave in the description box again which brushes I'm using. I'm just going to start painting very loose today. I'm going to go over as I paint them. I'm not going to give you any specific sketch. I did sketch out some holly leaves already. I mean, I think you guys can do holly leaves, but if you can't, curve, 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 curve. Holly leaf, you know, curve it out, then meet that one, curve it in, curve it in, curve it in, curve it in, holly leaf. And then you can connect it in a stem, put some berries. And then the florals I'll go over as I paint them. I'll be using quite a few different brushes. I mixed up some red paint already. So I'm just gonna have fun. I did some other videos and just bombed. So I'm just gonna have fun painting today. I'm just gonna grab my Princeton 8. I'm gonna mix up some dark green colors. I'm just using some Prussian blue and some olive green. Playing around with different greens. I'll have the olive green here too. And I've got my red, so I'm going to just do some like loose kind of fun roses. I might use that brush, or I think I might grab my Grumbacher 10, yes. So it's a bigger belly. Get some water on my brush, grab this red. And here we go. We're just going to do simple strokes. Basically, see, I just curve that stroke like that and like that. And you get these loose kind of roses. Just making these marks like this, kind of leaving white spaces in between and connecting some of them. And just like that, I do like a big rose. See, kind of connect it and leave a little couple sprays not connected. And then like another. So it's kind of flat, and I'll grab some of this crimson I have over here. Get this really loose. And I'll just go in and add some crimson. You don't have to add it when it's wet. You can make it when it's dry. You can add it then. And that will just help with getting the shape of the roses. Just a big, so you have a big rose. This is probably a good size if you look at my hand. Yeah, it's a big one, you know. I might do another crimson like open rose here. See, one little here. Just like that. I'm gonna add some red to that. Really loose. Kind of an open rose. Kind of looks like an open peony actually. Then I might just do another type of red flower that's just a simple flower, like a 5-petal, 4-petal flower. So I'm going like this. See, I'm doing this curvature movement with a little bump, kind of like a heart. And then I'll go in here. And I'll do it again here. And then I'll put like a little half one in here. See how I just did those movements like that? Take some of the crimson while it's still wet, throw that in. Play around with that. And I might want to balance out here with another one of those type of flowers. So again, just like almost like a heart. See, I'm just making those simple strokes. Simple strokes or simple strokes. Simple strokes or simple folks. At this point, I might start going in and adding in some holly. So then I would get more, I want to have more control. I'll grab my 8 long round. Grab this first color and I'll just kind of put in. See, I sketched the holly in there. I wanted to have a better point than the Grumbacher has, like that really tiny, rounded. So, and the painting is fairly loose, as you can see. Pretty wet, loose. I want that loose look to it. I got some little ones out here. Just like the sketch, you know, it was like that curve, the curves. And while it's still like really wet, we can take some of this darker green we have here and just kind of tap it in, just like that. The corners, the bottom. And we can just use it, actually the darker green too itself, and go in and put in the holly like that. I want this fairly loose. I'm going to do more of them. So, you know, I'll have like another stem coming out here. Again, I showed you how to draw it, and now you can just use it with your paintbrush the same way. Think of your paintbrush as like a pencil or pen sometimes. Try to do the same way. I'll add that darker green. And I'm going to keep adding some more holly. Just really simple and loose. Like you know that it's holly. You don't have to guess. I'm adding a little Prussian blue just to get a little bit darker. You know, then I might add some like really dark greenish stems coming outward here. And then I have that vandyke brown. Just grab this, sorry. Put some stems coming out here. I'm just going to keep adding in. So I'm going to keep adding some more holly. Just get that movement of like the curve, curve, curve. So you curve, curve, curve. You don't have to sketch it so much. The paintbrush can be your pencil, basically. Add another one out here. See, I kind of sketched in this area, but I'm winging in this area. Who knows what will happen as I'm doing this, right? You know, and I can add some more holly back here. A little darker. And it doesn't have to be all holly. I mean, it's just kind of nice. I might want to put like a regular leaf right in here. Just a simple leaf, like a rose leaf. Put some greenery right in there. I'm trying to fill in that empty space. And then I can go back out and do some more holly. See, I did that. Almost like, then I can go in and fill it in. Just want to keep playing around. Just adding all this stuff in. While it's still wet, I'm going in and grabbing some darker tones and just flushing that in, as you see here. Just keep building out this design. I want it to be, excuse me, moving some stuff around. It was my hairdryer. Looser. Putting some more holly out here. Now I'm going to add some more stems because I'm going to add some berries. This is the vandyke brown. I did sketch out some stems going this way. And I had this connecting to a stem. Just play around with that. I'll take some of my crimson. I'm going to add some deeper tones to that, like a Prussian blue, maybe even a little black, like deep berries. I'm just going to make these really simple, round. Oh, that's a little too deep. Round berry, that's got a little too big, but it's okay. Just keep adding all those little berries, kind of where the stems were. Again, they're super loose. My berries are not like perfect little berries. I like them to be a little bit loose. We'll add some more berries coming out here. This brush is is great, and it's not so great. Sometimes it feels like it's cumbersome with the berries. It's not getting the shape I want, but I'm going to keep playing with it. I'm determined. And then up here, I'm going to put some little dippy flowers. Just taking the brush, see, just pushing it around like this on its side, kind of. Add some flowers like this. Just simple flowers like that. And then again, we could add some like pine sprays. I might use a skinnier brush for that. Actually, I might use my number 4 because I want to have them really detailed, skinnier. So I take the 4, it's got a little nice sharp point, and I can add some really pretty sprays of pine. See how I'm just taking the tip and just pushing out from the sides. And I'll do that here. Just manipulating that really loose pine needles kind of in here too. So it's kind of pushed into the red a little bit. Might put some pine on here, little sprays. Don't be afraid to go over your red color too. If it's light, you can go over it with the green. And then I'm going to just grab some of that vandyke brown, going out this way. Maybe a little brown with the black, so I can go over the actual holly. And again, with the sprays, just put some down here. Just playing around with different greeneries throughout the picture. And then you got this nice little Christmassy. I can try doing the berries with the Grumbacher, see if it works better. A little bit better. It's kind of bulky brush to be doing it with. Then again, we're just playing around with really simple round shapes. These ones need to be connected to the branch. I'm going back to my Princeton 8. I need to connect those berries. Any berries are not connected, just go back in and connect them. And let's make a few more holly leaves. Why not? I'm peeking through here. Feel like this needs something over here. Peeking through here. When the holly leaves dry, we can go back in and put the veins in, just to give it that nice detail. Just put some greenery right in here. I don't want to get too busy, you know. Add just a little bit of this vandyke brown. And now that the red is dried, we can go back and add detail to the red. I can get the deeper red here. I have that crimson. I'll mix a little Prussian blue with that. Magenta. A little bit of the yellow. To get that deep crimson color. You can go in and add some deeper tone to the roses. See, I'm kind of just taking the brush, wisping it just around like that, and here, these little squiggles. Nothing too fancy. Here, do like a nice swoopy, and a little bit darker on the bottom here. Again here, swooping. Nothing fancy. I can put like another little flower coming out here. I'm not getting too fancy with our stuff here. Just doing some simple little wispy lines just to give that. And you can go back in with the yellow A little Van Dyke brown. Just go in here, fill in some yellow in the center of the flowers, the roses. All right, so when that's done and the green is kind of drying, you want to get that deep green, a brownish, green brownish vein going through the holly, just like this. Just right down the center, and then you could put a few of the veins sporadic. That's the little detail you're going to be doing. Nothing too fancy. See, just a simple line, some veins coming out of it. There's the leaf. And down here. At this point, you can go in and just play around with adding in some darker shades and whatnot to your flowers and the greenery. I'm going to add some darker green in here just to balance that out a little bit. But I want to keep it pretty much open and simple. Add a little dark green, just a little bit here, connecting. That's pretty much it. I want to do a quick floral for Floral Friday. Just a simple Christmassy one. Like I said, you can add some other kinds of sprays. I did the pine up here. I'm going to add a little darker petals just on like one side. Not petals, they're leaves, I'm sorry, little needles. Just kind of fill it in out. Put some more in here. So it makes sense. And it's a good thing is to stand back and look and see what areas you need fixing, whatnot. But pretty much this is it. So I hope this helps you a little bit. I mean, this is how I kind of like to paint. I sketched out some areas, but then the rest of it I just kind of winged it. And that's kind of how I like to do it. And you have these happy accidents that happen to you. And like I said, you go back in and you can tweak in all the little details. See the veins that I missed on these holly down here and here, and then some berries that I didn't put in. I could put in, you know, get real detailed and not detailed with your stuff. Just want you to get into the habit of just playing, not getting bogged down with things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. Oops, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is my life. I do real time, guys. My real time life is crazy. If you're not on my Patreon, go check it out. I have a lot of exclusive tutorials over there, a lot of Christmas ones. The recent one I did was this pretty floral in an ice skate. It comes with a traceable, so the link is in the description box and my about page. So go check that out. It's just a place where people can help support my channel, which I appreciate so much. And I appreciate you guys coming on my YouTube channel. It really means a lot to me, you know, growing my channel. So I hope you enjoy this. Take care. Have a happy and safe holiday, and I'll speak to you soon.